Of course, a brand new day, September. September is a month for us to remember, like you always say. And it's a good day, a brand new Monday, and live and the rest. We're here. And good to see my man looking as elegant as always. Philip, you are looking brighter, all things brighter and beautiful. Welcome today.
Thank you very much because his children have resumed school.
And of course, I know they said the fear of Abuja school is the beginning of wisdom. Peter, are you still in that web too?
Oh boy, see traffic today because of school, but it's okay. It's a regular process, a regular cycle that will continue.
And we say to all our children, especially to the parents, please take heart. You have to do what you need to do as a parent. That's why they call you parent. You pay the rent. Anyway, on the lighter note, so the policies still there. We'll look at things on this show. We'll try as much as we can to estray everything from politics to politics. We don't leave anything in politics. And the presidential candidate of Labour Party, the former presidential candidate, Peter Obi, have finally bowed to the pressure. Some people wonder, this man, are you not scared of your health? And you remember, after losing the 2023 presidential election to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu of the All Progressive Congress, he has been everywhere. And apart from being everywhere, he has also been so vocal, trying to criticize and try to see that the economy of the nation is well. Now, I take a quote from Jim Roy. He said, "Take care of your body is the only place you have to live." And also to join him, Thomas Fuller said, "Health is not valued till sickness comes." And a lot of people have been saying, this man moving from one place to the other, is he not scared of his health? And recently, Peter Obi on Friday came out to say, I think for now I have to suspend all my trip, my foreign, local trip. Is it a welcome development? I think I have to start with Peter that look like doctor. Both of you look like doctors. Okay, but Dr. Peter, talk to Peter. Is it a welcome development for him?
It shows that he's a human, and as a human, if you don't take care of your body, the consequence might be high. And if you engage in so much traveling, you should expect fatigue, weariness, tiredness, and maybe sickness. He's not a super being. And one thing I like about him, about this statement he gave out, is that once you want to be in public space, there should be full disclosure. Obi could have quietly, silently traveled abroad. Say he's going on a business trip.
But are you sure he has not been doing that?
No, but he's a full disclosure. He was told us that he was feeling unwell in Enugu. He went to his doctor. Doctor asked him to go get bed rest. You need to take care of your body. So once you are in public space, once you want to occupy a public office, there should be full disclosure. We should know about your health situation. We should know about your academic situation. We should know all about you. We should know who wants to govern us. So what he has done, that he's shown that he's preparing for that office. He doesn't own Nigerian by telling us that he's not feeling well. He's a private citizen. He should quietly travel abroad from his gone for a business trip and go and take care of his health. And again, it shows that he still believes in our medical system in Nigeria. He was treated in Nigeria. And you obey doctors that are resident in Nigeria to take the break. For me, that is what it is for you to be in public space. You should be able to tell Nigerians everything about you at every given time. Not fill us with lie that you've gone for one, what they call it, business summit. Why in truth, you're going to take care of your head. Is anything wrong with taking care of your head? No, but we should know the truth.
But if you say that as public officers, you should be accountable, telling us everything bit by bit of your life, even as far as telling us about your health. Philip, I want to add, what's the difference between what Obi just did and the one that the president normally do? We heard from the spokesperson of the president over time that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has gone for medical checkup. What's the difference? One is the president, the other one is, just like he said, a private citizen. But what is the difference? Is there any difference?
There are a lot of difference here. The difference here is that the president's spokesperson will not voluntarily tell Nigerians that the president had gone for medical tourism or not, but it will be due to pressure from Nigeria to know what kind of trip the president has embarked on. Like I said, in most cases, we hear that the president had gone for working vacation or he has gone for business summit or something.
Yeah, perhaps using one stone to kill 3 birds.
Yes, yes, that is where he said full disclosure comes in. You know, when the word full disclosure means let the people know what exactly you are doing. But the issue here is, you know, what we hear in the news that Obi was in Enugu for a program and he was not feeling well, and then he went to see a medical doctor and he was advised, you know, to have a rest. The question is age telling Obi already? Because come to think of it, Obi is no longer a baby. I think it's about 60 years or thereabout. Is he age that is catching up with him, that the head is failing now?
But it's expected that a man of his age should, at one point in his life, just look at us here. Sometimes we get over busy and then we just break down. So someone like him that almost all his life is out there, what do you expect?
Yes, so if I say we want a younger person to be in the saddle, you know, because Obi is not the president yet. If you are saying that he's overwhelmed with the activities he's embarked on as a private citizen, what will become of him if he becomes the president of the country with the activity that will be faced? With that now bringing more down more often than we're seeing now, or I mean, it's a worried, you know, situation that just doing private things without government responsibility, you are breaking down. It is not a good sign, you know, and it become worrisome to some of us, thinking that yes, agreed, it's not a superhuman, but again, usefulness means that you have all the energies and the power to face the fire of governance, and he had not been there yet, and they were experiencing this. I mean, it's something. It's
a concern for you.
Yes, it's a serious concern.
It's a concern that he is not there yet as a president, that you have to carry the load of Nigeria.
Exactly.
Nigeria is a country where somebody said one person cannot govern or rule Nigeria. That at it is, Nigeria is the kind of country where you need more than 5 presidents. This one from the south to the south, everybody has their own. Then they report to the center, one president. Now, if Philip is concerned about Obi's health now at this point, are you also concerned? Does that portend a risk for 2027?
So I'm kind of taken aback by his concern. Recently, I went to hospital. I think I came to see you at the hospital.
Yes.
I saw quite young guys. Say 10, 20. See, this sickness necessarily doesn't necessarily have to do with age. This man has traveled every who can clean of this country. He's been one of the most busiest.
I think he's even busy more than even the president.
He has visited virtually every other place in this country than the president. So listen, he at a point your body will respond. As you say here, sometimes here after talking, we'll know how we feel. Because he has come to disclose to Nigerians. If I try to keep quiet about it, nobody will know.
Should we always speak out?
So that is where we will judge people that comes out to say the way it is with them. It is alarming because somebody else would have kept quiet. Let me give you an example. Let me digress a little bit. That was this time Governor of Abia State disclosed how much he spent on entertainment, internet went to Agog. But somebody was there for 8 years, never said how much was spent. Because he has disclosed his own. Now, internet went to Agog. People had what to attack him with. He could have kept quiet and quietly travel abroad, go and treat himself. So, but he didn't go for medical tourism. He went to a doctor in Nigeria here, and he said his body needs rest. And he even apologized to those people who ought to have attended their programs. So, Obi's sickness, I don't necessarily think is age-related, because we all are susceptible to any kind of sickness or not, or fatigue. To me, I feel it's more fatigue, because he has been on the road in the air for almost eternity. He has traveled virtually everywhere. The other day he was in Enugu. From Enugu, he moved to Owerri. I can tell you there's no flight between Enugu and Owerri. It's on Nigerian road. We all know how Nigerian road is. So this movement will tell on him.
Okay.
And actually, as I said, he's not younger. He's not like a 20-year-old boy. It will tell on him. So I don't see a big deal in this.
Okay. Philip, let me come back to you now. Which one is more disturbing, or which one is more, should I say, profound? The fact that he visited a local hospital in Nigeria and is making the news, or the fact that Obi himself broke down? And like he said that the doctor advised him, and as obedient as he is, he has to listen to the doctor. It is that he is trying to pass a message about using our own doctors and hospital, or is he trying to tell us that he was down? Which of them would you hold to yourself?
Well, taking the positive side, I will hold to the fact that he's trying to pass a message across to Nigeria that, look, we have hospitals here, we have doctors here. We need to patronize this hospital.
Do we really have hospital in Nigeria?
Well, no matter how you look at it, whether they are functional or they are not functional, whether they are well equipped or not, they go with the name hospital, and they see cater for people medical needs, whether you like it or not. Like Obi rightly, portray and display. He was not feeling well at an event. He went to a hospital in Enugu. If you say do we have hospital? But he went to a hospital in Enugu, and he was attended to by a medical doctor who had advised him to take a rest, to take a break for his activity. So I think on the brighter side, whether he was feeling well or not, whether I'm concerned about his, being feeling unwell, his age and all of that or not, what is more important, Obi has shown one thing very clearly, that look, we need to use our hospital as leader to know the extent of the hospital so that we can budget for them properly and fund them adequately so that they can give us the desired medical services. So I will hold to that.
Will you expect to hear from the APC on this matter? As expected, definitely there must be a response. Are you hoping to hear from them?
It mustn't necessarily be APC. There are a lot of people that want to catch on this news to be on the good side of the government. Some people want to get into...
No. Looking at this, like, he's
people like
hypocrite.
No, I'm saying it mustn't necessarily be like it come from APC. There are a lot of people that want to cash in to be on the good side of APC. Some people want the APC to recruit them. So people are going to catch in on this and say and act on it. But truth still remains that him going to Nigerian hospital, it generates confidence. Imagine here that Tinubu is really treated by the national hospital here. You know what it does? A lot of people have so much confidence going to the hospital. So the more these people of high profile personality go to hospitals, it gives confidence.
That brings a concern.
It gives confidence.
What about the State House Hospital? That brings a concern too. If you talk about the president visiting the National Hospital for maybe perhaps a health tourism, it also brings a concern. What about the National State House Hospital? What is it there for? Because I remember during the time of President Obasanjo, you hear he's at the State House Hospital. So what has happened? Even Jonathan. So before we conclude.
Yes, so that is where I said I'll catch on the bright side of what Obi did by visiting the Nigerian hospital. As it is today, look as if we don't have a state hospital anymore because we don't hear anything about it. But I can assure you, if you go to the budget, year in, year out, there's budget for the state hospital. But again, here we are, the president is always embarking on medical trip. So what happened to the state hospital is a question that begging for an answer. But again, before you conclude, I raise an issue, I raise a concern about Obi aging and then his failing health. And I also said that if he had not, been saddled with the responsibility of running Nigeria, is breaking down for private activities. What happens when he becomes the president? So in that, so you can see that Mr. President is really undergoing a lot. That is why you see that more often than not is always in the hospital, because the load, if a private person can break down for his own activity, you can imagine what Mr. President is going through. So Mr. President should be excused of his medical tourism.
It's okay. Let's anchor here for you now. Should Obi slow down?
No, slowing down, I don't think it is in his DNA. It should just be Obi. And again, and this I think for the past 2 years, we've not heard he
This is the first time.
Yeah, so it is allowed. So it's not like what you hear every other day, every other week that Obi is in the hospital, he has broken down. No, it should just be Obi. If he slows down, that is no longer Obi.
Okay.
He should be involved in our national issues. His vocal nature has helped shape this country. So it should just be Obi.
Coming from his namesake, he said he shouldn't slow down. Maybe that's part of his political advisor. And for you there, we need to find out. Do you think he should take it a little bit slow, break it down, reduce the too much visitation, the traveling here and there, more than even the president? What do you think? We'd like to get that on the comment section. And do you think it's the right step visiting the state or a local hospital in Nigeria with a local doctor? Of course, some of these doctors that even treat them out there are Nigerians. And do you think he is living by example, or do you think his age is a concern? Of course, News Insight. We'll be right back. And like I say, drop your comment.